What's up, YouTube? Welcome back, Insomnia Gang. We are here with our second Dreamcatcher video of our deep dive, and I just want to say I am so happy and so excited that the first video of my deep dive got such positive reception and how excited you guys are, because I have been so excited for this too. And like when introducing a new group to the channel, like you never know how the new group is like gonna do, like, you know, on the channel views wise and everything. And that is my most commented on video ever, which makes me so happy because like I said, this group, like, I can already tell like they're gonna shoot up to one of my ults really fast. Like the style of music, the storytelling, all of it. I'm so excited to get so deep into it. And because so many of you support it, we're really gonna get into all the good stuff. So obviously I cannot answer all of the comments individually over there, but I just wanted to address some of the main questions that you guys had. Yes, we will be going through the entire discography. We'll do the special clips too. We will do B-sides, Japanese releases. Those can get like weird with copyright on YouTube. Like the Japanese companies can just be like scary with copyright strikes. So I think I'll listen to those over on Patreon, but just am a little bit too scared to include them on here just because I don't want to get striked. But we will be listening to all of the B-sides, the full discography. Usually, if you're new here, usually how I organize my deep dives is that obviously like we start with like one really hard-hitting song to get me introduced to the group, but then we'll go back to the beginning. So we'll be doing the 7 Nightmare series. So next up, after we do the Justice choreo today, we're going to do the Chase Me music video. And then kind of go from there, basically from debut onwards. So like I said, with my deep dives, usually for like I think those first few, like the first few songs of that series are just like standalone videos and singles, like with a music video and a special clip. So we'll give each of those their own. You can let me know, like with the special clips, like is there enough like film making and like production value for it to be its own reaction to get a good analysis of it, or if I should combine multiple special clips into one video and just like do one watch of each. So you can kind of let me know what you think about that in the comments. But we will do all of the special videos here one way or another. But otherwise, the order would go for a standard album. We'll do a listening party of the full album, and then we do the music video, the choreo, and then any other choreos that are in it, any other music videos for B-sides or special clips, etc. And then we move on to the next album with a full listening party, and then etc. My most comprehensive deep dive on this channel so far has been NMix, and we're doing IVE as well. So if you want to like look at those playlists and kind of see how that's organized, it's essentially the same thing we're going to do here. So with the choreos, today we're starting with the Justice choreo, and we're going to do the music video dance version, and then we'll go over to the dance practice for the fixed angle for the second watch to get the full analysis angle with the wide shot. But I know like their dance practice videos, like I've heard the audio quality is like low-key garbage, so they're not quite as enjoyable to watch. So going forward, I'll kind of let you guys give me input on how you want me to cover choreographies. If you want me to do like a full analysis like I'll do here, like we'll see how this video performs basically, or if you want me to do like go through the music videos of each album and then just do all of the choreographies, kind of do the dance versions, like 3 in 1 video, and just like give the main points of analysis instead of a full deep analysis like we're doing here, if that makes sense. So again, give your input in the comments. We can change it up depending on the album and the choreos too. So yeah, I'm glad you're all here and you guys can help guide me through this journey in the best way possible. But yes, we will be getting to all of it. And you guys requested that I react to the Justice music video once I get to it, like when in the actual discography, and I know like the full lore and storyline behind it too. So I will definitely do that as well, just to get that like second view from a new perspective is always interesting. So, but for now, let's get into it without further ado, because we had a lot of ado today. Let's check out the Justice choreography.
Oh my dear God, 나를 데려가 아름다웠던 시작점에 서툰 증오와 뒤틀림 속에 survive.
All the formations are really so great already. I love a domino like that. Oh, I love that kick. Yes. Oh, okay, footwork. That's a really nice way of interpreting like this sound. My bias, Yuyeon. Slay. 긴장해요 tension 끌어올려 rising emotion 멈추지 않아 날 지킬 sunray show me what I'm looking for 고통에 몸부림치지만 그럼에도 나를 밀어 느껴져 my vital rhythm 용기를 가득 머금고 내 갈 길을 활짝 열어 my heart is beating I like that. The hand wrist detail too is really nice. The stiff arms on that go really well with the beat. Oh, I loved how she like set them into the spin. The vocals are just too good. The drama. Yeah, I mean, I knew it was cool from what we saw of it in the music video. I feel like it went by too fast. It doesn't feel like that was 3 minutes. Like, I feel like I blinked and it was over. I'm like, I wanted it to keep going forever because it was so good. But yeah, the formations, like that crown formation, I hadn't noticed it was supposed to be a crown when I originally watched it, and then seeing it again, it's like, oh, that's super cool. I think they did a really good job of utilizing the background dancers, like I said, and the way that they interpret like the different beats and instrumentals and even like vocal sounds that we have into the dance here in different ways throughout, I really, really like. We're going to get deeper into that, into specifics as we go over for our second watch. But yes, very good. And also I thought of another question that I had in the comments from last time that I didn't answer at the beginning of this video. But yes, I have checked out a little bit from UAU, and I was like really like shocked at how different it was from this. I like wasn't expecting it at all. I was expecting like a similar sound. So it like took me by surprise a little bit. And then I have checked out Chiroctical, and that first album, ooh, so good. And they just signed with Leo Presents for a tour, a world tour or a North American tour. I can't remember which, and I was all up in that comments, come to Chicago. So hopefully I'll get to see them this year. I can't believe they're already touring. So yay. But yeah, if you didn't hear that news, check out the Leo Presents Instagram and make sure to get all up in the comments voting for your city. But let's get to the dance practice of this. Like, yeah, this like audio quality is bad, but we're going to be pausing it every couple seconds anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. But I like having the fixed angle for analysis just because it helps me to really be able to see everything the best way possible. But like the arms like starting out like in front of the face and revealing the face very sharply, like one that's a very dramatic intro, but then we come into this like slower, exaggerated movement out to the side that contrasts with that sharp reveal from the beginning, which is really nice. And the dramatic head roll, ooh, love. Yeah, this formation, so cool. And the fingers are such a good detail. They do some really good hand details throughout, some intricate hand motions and just positions too. But like, look how much the finger positions add to this silhouette here, especially with the black background, like really helps it stand out even more. But it draws so much more attention. I talk about this a lot with hand movements in choreo, but like a closed hand or like closed fingers like this doesn't draw a lot of attention. But when you open it up, and you create so much negative space and so much silhouette, it's a huge attention grabber. And so when you utilize it right, especially like this, it's so dramatic and creates such a cool picture. And like the way they added in like that little bit of like shake, that little bit of reverb, a really nice touch too. Oh, this is nice too. Like the domino body waves and then finishing off with that chest pop, that hits. Very nice. Yeah, this arm movement right here as they twist the arms like from here and then into the center. Like that's just, it's really nice, really dramatic, but it flows super well too out of that position. So it really just like drew my eye. A great formation, really, like all the formation changes so seamless. That's another thing like I emphasize a lot is seamless formation changes, because like just walking to another formation, like boring. Creativity and formation changes really adds a lot to a choreography. And I mean, this formation it's in itself is already like really interesting. You have the two facing the back with like this barrier, this bar, and then we've got the the four on the ground, her coming through. But then as we transition, having them face backwards, hit that sharp pose, and then her facing forward, back to forward, dramatic, boom. And then we've got this one motion, and they just completely new formation there. And then into this circle, and then boom, right into the next formation, just so seamlessly. I always love like this, like when you get into like that straight line formation, it's a very powerful formation because it's, especially like with a larger group, like 7 or more, it's a very powerful formation because you're all just like profile facing the audience forwards. And then like the domino effect where each of them comes into a pose one after another. It's just one thing that always hits, it's always gonna hit for me. Oh my god, I don't know why I could not get that sentence out. This is really nice too. But like, see, we have these big arm movements like coming all the way over the head, but then we have a movement that stays inwards towards our center with this like subtle, like slower chest pop, like that heavy breathing type of movement. And then contrast again with a big arm movement. So it just makes each of those 3 movements extra dramatic because it's so contrasted with the ones surrounding it. See, again, seamless formation changes, bringing those background dancers back in so seamlessly. Like throughout the music video dance version, like it was just like, it never felt like you really noticed the background dancers like leaving or appearing because it was so seamless that they were integrated into just the right parts of the video. That kick I really like here. Like, again, great use of the arms here, the silhouettes we're creating. Powerful. And then the opposing side kick is really nice, especially like you're starting with the diagonal line with the leg this way, but then you have the arm the opposite way, and each side facing opposite ways too. So you have all of these like contrasting diagonal lines. And then with the kick, the arm switches too. So then you're just like, every single line is switching over, and it just switches up the whole entire visual, the whole entire silhouette so quickly and so easily. This part I really, really love. Like the stiff arms, those straight elbows right out to the side, and then the lean forward on that powerful beat every time. The arms coming out to the side, like just like straight T-pose. And notice the arms are in fists here because we don't want the attention on the hands. We want the attention on that straight, powerful line of the arms, which goes really well with this part of the music. It's very hard hitting. Like we build the barrier. We're building this wall of our arms, and I mean like this is a whole wall. This is a whole barrier. So it just goes perfectly with this part of the song. And with like the lower body movement being a little bit more like flowier, it's a little like the leg movement is not quite as stiff or as sharp. It makes those arms contrast even more, which is just, it just has that perfect amount of emphasis. And then the warrior arm position, I mean, exactly. And again, like the crossed arms, like it mimics those crosses that we, like the X's, the diagonal lines that we just saw with that kick part. So just continuity throughout the shapes of the choreo. And this footwork here, this is like the most like kind of flowy and most intricate footwork that we have in the whole dance. And I think this was a really like interesting way to interpret this part of the vocal. Because like you could just do like one like long movement like fight, but the vocal isn't, it's not just like one like stable, it's like it's got more to it. It's like it's very dynamic of a note, of a line. So having the dynamic footwork to match up with it plays off of that really well. And it's not like what I would have thought of. So it was very impactful to me, and I really like it. And man, they're moving so fast here. This is really great. Like there were times like in the music video where this footwork got a little bit out of sync, but here they look pretty good. And like these movements are so fast. Like I like that we have this one hard hit and then we've got like 10 fast movements right in a row with these quick arm movements across the chest. Like you can see just how much is happening so quickly here. And then I love that like she has the arm here and then she puts it out to the side. It sends everyone else into that turn. Just a nice touch. I always love when there's like a member that controls the rest. Ooh. Just really great use of all the space around them here, like the arms above the head with the circle coming out to the side and then bringing them all the way out before they spin and turn them in. That's really great. Because especially with how fast this dance is going, it would be really easy to like abbreviate this motion and not get the arms fully out to both sides before they start turning. You can see like her over here, like she's a little bit bent before she starts turning. But generally, like most of them, they have the arms fully out to the side, and make sure to hit that full open front facing profile position before closing it off to the side to make it as impactful as possible in each direction. Fully open, fully front facing, fully closed, fully side profile. And this is just so great with all of them facing in different directions. Like the silhouettes that are created here, like all of them going towards each other, but then in the center coming towards the audience. Love it. Ooh. And the legs coming back. Look how well they line up right here too. The arms coming back and being parallel with that leg is a really nice touch too. And notice the details. The foot is flexed, and they also have the wrist fully flexed to mimic the same shape as the leg. Two small but very, very impactful details, because it determines where your eye goes and how your eye interprets that line, how the line finishes off, if it's just a straight like this or if it's like this, and you have that harsh end to the line. I love this moment for Yuhyun right here. Ooh, slay. And like having had a lot of this chorus be sharp and fast, having this movement here that she just really sits and sinks into, so good. And then like this is so nice. This back bend, this fully extended leg, getting that neck all the way into it too. But just having them all reaching in different directions, creating silhouettes that use up all of the different pieces of space around them. While the focus is still in the center, you still get a really interesting picture all the way around. And then the little head release at the end. You guys know I love a neck release. It just adds that little bit of extra drama. So perfect, especially like with it moving with her hand. Ooh, love. And notice how angular this section of the choreography is as we get into this rap. So it's like sharper enunciation, like more of a staccato type of beat, less elongated notes. So that's mimicked in the dance here. Like the lines are sharp, they're horizontal, they close fast, like again, very linear, harsh angles. This is great too. Whenever there's a moment where everyone turns their face away from the camera, it's always a little bit extra dramatic because it doesn't happen too often in choreographies. Like you want to be engaging with that camera a lot, obviously. But when you have those select moments where you intentionally turn away, it's extra dramatic because it's just a completely different profile. And then having to look back at the camera, it's like boom, boom, like drama. This is great too. Again, like those angles that they've been creating with the wrists and having them be back like this, intentionally having those like sharp, weird ends to the lines, it adds a lot of drama. Because like this shape is not like generally like what you would expect. So it just draws your attention a little bit extra. And then again, this part of the choreo that I love, but we changed it up a little bit with having the 2 levels now, which is really nice. Honestly, it's kind of even like 3 because you have her in the front slightly lower than everyone else. So just utilizing all of the different space around them is just done really well, especially like not only the 3 different levels, but also the 3 different lengths of the levels. It just adds a lot more dimension. Oh, the synchronization of that clap. That was so good. They all hit that like right at the same time. so great. And I love as she brings this up that she brings the head up too, so it's just like extra dramatic as she comes down and she throws that arm down and everyone else spins. I mean, the whole impact, the drama of this whole choreo, this whole music video, this whole song is just on point in every aspect. And it takes a lot for like a song this impactful and this hard hitting to make a choreography that really lives up to the energy, and they have done such a good job of that. This part is just like, it's so cool to watch all the different angles and directions with all of the dancers. And then again, the cool movements with the arms. Notice we have the hands open here because we want to draw attention to the ends of these movements, to their hands, because that's kind of taking up the different parts of the space, leading your eye in all the different directions. So they have these open hands. Again, like I said, I always love those little moments where like the person in the center is kind of controlling everyone else. So here she lifts up those arms and boom, everyone turns back with that little wave motion too. So nice. And then the body roll through it. Ooh, look at her range of motion too, through her chest. Like she really brings that up. Awesome. And this moment too, like we have a lot of these moments where they're like crouched down, the heads are down, and then boom, we hit this power stance right here. I always talk about whenever like you see this like stance in a choreography, it's just a power stance. It opens up that chest. It makes you have like that perfect posture, that confident posture. The elbows are out, the attention, like you have the widest angles up to the top of your head. All of the attention is drawn up. And it's just that confident posture, and it just hits. And then obviously, like I said, with the contrast of having a lot of movements where they've been down and crouched, it's even more impactful, and it just really shows like the power of the message of this song. And this part is great. Slow it down. Like you just get entranced by her in the center. The vocals, just the way that she moves so like slowly but so controlled. You just feel it. And I love this part, like they're all interlocked around her in the center. Then you've got everyone else getting in those same movements, but they all are crouched down a little bit so that still draws your attention to her in the center. And this part is just so great. Like you would expect, like our first two choruses, like that part, they go into some very, very fast movements, some quick footwork. But now coming out of the bridge for the extra dramatic outro, they slow it down. And it's just like, whoa. And then you've got the standing up with the hair flip too. And the hair flip is always going to add that extra 100%. And like they're not just taking steps. Each step is with purpose and with power, and they're staring down the camera because they're on a mission. And then again, that perfect ending to control it with the arm. I love the way they come up with their hand and then boom. And there's that little bit of reverb too, which again, I really enjoyed. So yeah, basically like we're one song in and like I'm already locked in. Like I'm here for life. I'm part of the Insomnia gang. I've joined. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm here forever. So I hope you appreciate it because we've got so much more to come. So, like I said, Chase Me music video is next. Let me know what you guys think of the choreography analysis and which ones you want to see in the future as well. If you want to see it with the dance practice like this, with the fixed angle, even though the audio quality is not good. Like I said, it doesn't matter quite as much because I pause it so much anyway. But just let me know like what you think of this style of choreography analysis, if you want it for every single choreography that they have or just for like the hardest hitting ones that they have, which obviously you can tell me which ones those are. But yeah, I can't wait to continue this deep dive with all of you. I'm so excited that so many of you are here and that you are so excited to welcome me into the fandom too. I feel so loved. So yay. But yeah, I will see you next time. Wait, I forgot to. I was so busy loving Dreamcatcher and loving you guys that I forgot to do the outro spiel. Make sure to like, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already. We're doing the full deep dive, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of it. Patreon is also linked down below and in the description. Nope, it's linked in the description down below and in my bio. And we have watched the It's Live version of this song on there. So if you want to see my reaction to that, you can check it out. And we also have watched a couple of their covers over there, their Bang 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 cover and their Lucky Strike cover, which is just like randomly super me coded. But you'll have to watch it on the Patreon to find out. So go check it out. Come join the gang. We're the coolest. And you want to be one of the coolest too. So love you. Bye.